If you enjoy tater tots, then you have a sincere thank you to send to the state of Oregon. And I know what you're thinking, like, how did Oregon get the tater tot when Idaho, the potato state, is right there? To be fair, it was very close. We got the tater tot by about 2,000 feet. The tater tot was originally invented in 1954 by these two brothers who originally ran a company called Griggs Frozen Foods. And at first they started with sweet corn, and then they evolved to French fries, but then they were left with a very interesting conundrum. When you chop up a potato to turn it into a French fry, you're left with a bunch of little tiny potato scraps, and those little potato scraps seemed like they were adding up to a big missed opportunity. So after experimenting with a bunch of different potato scrap recipes, they came to this, a sort of potato scrap nugget held together with flour and spices. Shockingly, tater tots were not a hit right away, and that's, I think, for a couple of reasons. First, the company was still fairly small and hadn't really become super successful yet, and second, because people were smart enough to realize that the tater tots were made out of the scraps of the French fries, and they just kept buying the French fries instead. But over time, the business got more and more successful, and Griggs Frozen Foods transformed into Ore-Ida, which then, at one point, took up about a quarter of the entire market share of frozen potato treats. And once tater tots had found their way into grocery stores basically all across America and Canada, people finally realized how delicious and amazing they are. And today, if you happen to be driving through Ontario to get to Boise, you will pass a big Ore-Ida factory, or farm, or plant, or whatever it is. I don't know what happens there, but the entire area smells terrible.